Hi Sagittarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius is skytten in Swedish, and I am Swedish, and I want to explain something. I usually start off with saying that I will throw in a few words here and there to explain the English. Throw a few words of Swedish, that is, in there to explain some of the English where I feel like it needs clarification. And then in the comment section, I've gotten that some of you guys have said, what do you mean? Screw the people who don't think that you speak well. Like, you're awesome. Your English is brilliant. You, and what, like, on and on. And thank you so much for the compliments, but it is actually not what I mean. I just mean that I have a Swedish group, and some of the people in there were a bit nervous that they wouldn't understand when I start to talk English. And I've just said that I will explain, like, if it's a general word, you will get it. But if there's a more, like, maybe a word that you don't use that often, I will explain it. And that's what I mean. and yeah, and somebody said, you don't need clarification. You're perfectly fine. So and maybe I do need some clarification at times. Sometimes I probably do, but that's not what I meant. So with that said, Sagittarius, we'll just jump right in this very beautiful Leo season. We're still in Leo season. We're going to be here for another couple of weeks. It's between new moon to new moon. So I think the new moon was on the 31st of July in some parts of the world, and then in the rest of the world was on the 1st of August. So probably somewhere August, September, we'll have another new moon and the planets will shift. I just want to say that as much as I'm going to sound harsh now, so click forward a few minutes if you don't want to be lectured. Just as much as you don't have to be a part of feeling like a shitty person because it's Mercury retrograde, or you don't have to feel heavy or having headache or can't sleep because it's full moon, you also are not just because it's more of a flow in Leo season in August. It doesn't necessarily mean that all of a sudden your life just shifts into the awesome. That is giving your power away. And I just want to say this so that when people feel a bit disappointed that, well, come Leo season, and it's a lot of talk about Leo portals and moving into the 5th dimension and stuff like that. And I just say you give your power away when you think that a planet, because it's going the way it should go, your life is fine, and if it's going against how it should go, you're supposed to have a bit of hardship. And when you find that you sort of create almost hardship because they said that it would be, or you feel disappointed that it was supposed to be flow, but you don't feel the flow, you rather feel maybe even more heavy. Take your power back. I have explained this before, that just because it's a full moon or because something is a bit off balance doesn't mean that you have to be off balance. I know it's tougher, I know it's harder if you have a person that is off balance just right next to you and you don't have your act together. You're going to be sucked into that, and you're going to say, it's a bit tough because I have this unbalanced person next to me, or it's a bit tough because it's full moon, or it's a bit tough because it's blah blah blah. Hopefully with more flow in August, there's a lot of people having more flow in August because they expected it. And yes, there is more flow. I'm not saying that it's not. It is more flow. There is more planets in Leo than ever, and at the same time, simultaneously, and so it is more flow. But if you're the least resistant to that, you might actually feel worse this month, because with that sort of speed coming in, and you're not having your stuff together, and you get in front of that, you're gonna hit it. Like, it's gonna be an impact. You're gonna feel it, and it's not gonna, like, not in a good way. So don't get disappointed that you don't get to live the best life in August because they said so. It's gonna be a portal and nothing has shifted. Like, take your power back and say, portal's mortal. Use it if it works for you. Toss it off if it doesn't. Decide that whether something is working against, that it's still going to be fine, or if it's a very flowy month, it doesn't matter. You use your energy and you get yourself in alignment, and then whatever is working for you, or like you receive the signals of what is working right now and what is not working right now, and you just follow that to the best of your ability. Let's see what comes out, because I haven't been this forward about it for the other signs. So let's see why I'm so wanting to say this to the Sagittarius. Sorry. And then the heaven opened with rain. Do you hear that? Wow. It's very cozy. You're extra special. I've done 3 cards for every other sign, and you won a bonus card, even though I got 3 cards. So you got 4. And then I want to look at them at the same time, because it makes me feel like there's more of a story here. Oh. Okay. First card out, celebration, let go and have fun. Let go and have fun, Sagittarius. And there's a lot of animals, like it can be animal spirits, it can be animal, like you're just, there's an animal impact for some reason. We can look deeper into that. And then the next card out is moving forward. I hope you hear me still with the rain. Goodness. My Ice Queen, it's moving forward with positive change. Third card out, I'm so sorry if you pick that up and it messes with the recording. I think this is so beautiful. It's my Dragonfly card. It's just so beautiful. The Dragonfly to me stands for just huge spiritual transformation. When you're going through, maybe I talked, it was you guys that I talked with about the butterfly, like you're going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, like a larv till en fjäril. That is a transformation in itself. But when a dragonfly comes out, it's like, oh my God. It's like, it's a very spiritual transformation. It's not so much physical. I mean, of course, it's gonna, like in the long run, you're gonna notice it in your physical life, because you can't go through this spiritual transformation without it seeping in or bleeding into your physical life, of course. But it's really on a spiritual, very like crown, if you want to talk chakras, on a very crown chakra level, like being connected to just everything. Let's dive deeper into that. And for some reason, I don't want to look at the bonus card just yet. Save something. I don't know why. Okay, so celebration, let go and have fun. I feel like this is work related. The first card that comes out is, I feel like it's work related. It's a general reading, people, so take whatever flies with you. Oh, that's why I lectured you a bit with going with the flow and all of that. You might have people around you that are really into like these shifts and changes and wants to talk about this is happening between this and this time, and this is happening between this and this time, and this is what we need to do, and you need to join this group, or like, and it can be all well and good if you're into that sort of thing, but if it gets too much, like if you're a person that is really sensitive, which I feel that you are, and you're opening up to other, like when I started out this path, there were so many people coming in from every angle saying they would recommend this book, they would recommend this course, they would recommend. And my own guides were just saying, don't do any of it. Just keep a clean channel. Like be the cleanest channel you can, and with more input, with more, like from every, like you're the clearest, cleanest on your own. You need absolutely no information for you to understand. And sometimes it even, and so if you take up, like, if you take on, not just read something, but you actually take on that energy, now you're going to start to clutter, like you're going to start to hinder your own channel, like your own being a bit, if that makes sense. And for me, that was really important to just stay clear of everything. Like, thank you for that suggestion, but I'm not interested in that book. Like, I'm not going to read it. And just keep to whatever sort of keeps you clean, if that makes sense. Just keep there and not waver anywhere. Just, this is what I'm doing. And right now it feels like in your work related situation, there are things coming in from like, look at this, read this, do this, however that applies in your life. And I feel like it's maybe one or two people. So I started this group and we need to, I don't know, we need to reach out to more people. We need to tell them this, like, have you heard that this is going on? And you're like, yes or no, and I don't care. Like, you just want to be clear. And so I get that. And then this card comes out to say, celebrate. Like, and with other words, that could be just let go of that. Let go of all the information for a bit. Let go of everybody's nice opinion. And just be you, and just do you, and just like find what is your happy place. Again, I feel like it's a bit too serious and we need to do this. I don't know, like take it however it applies in your life, but it feels a bit heavy and a bit serious, and all the animals comes to sort of bring, it could have just as well been 15 babies there, like 15 one-year-olds, like blah, 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 like having fun around you, saying, hey, it's not that serious. We don't have to read into this. Actually, we're just quite fine without it. You're actually finer without it. So with the next card out, moving forward, get ready for positive change. I feel when you sort of get going more in solitude, and maybe you feel like how more in solitude can one person be? You really can. It's like, I feel like you're doing I don't know what that is. Like, I feel like, okay, I just want to say, you can just be more with yourself. You can meditate more, not listen to anything, not guided meditation, not anything. Just be quiet, just be with you and be as quiet as you can. Okay? And then with not like letting go with everything that is going on around work. Like, do your situation. I don't need more input. I don't need to work together with a gazillion other people. I'm just doing me, and that's what works best. Shoot, time flied today. I'm just going to end it right there. I'm sorry, because this feels a bit like, yeah, if you want the rest, you have to come to the extended. But if you want the rest, you have to come to the extended. You're perfectly fine if you don't come to the extended. I hate when that is like, yeah, come to this. You will be fine if you don't listen to it. If you want to, though, if it resonates with you, click the little arrow next to the title, and it rolls down a little curtain. It says extended reading, and you push the little link. And I'll see you there, and I'll take it further and get into the cards and maybe do some more cards. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for listening. I see you back next week, hopefully. Subscribe if you haven't. Bye.